Hi everyone. So this is the YantraLive application. When you log in as an employee, you will be able to see my clients in the dashboard. So these are all the customers that you will be able to see based on your span of control. Have in the dashboard three tabs that you can see. One is my clients, my inquiries, my queues. So before we look at each of them, let's look at how to add a new customer. So here you can see that you must enter all the basic details required to create a customer. Please be careful in adding the details required to create a customer. So once you know how to create a customer, let's come back to my clients. So in my clients view, if you look at each customer details, you will be able to see that there is the email, phone number, and actions to WhatsApp for each customer that you have at the home screen. Also, you can see that there are other details like open quote, overdue, outstanding amounts for your reference.
So in the home screen, you can also see that there are inquiries and MyQueues. Now let's have a look at them. So inquiries, it gives you all the list of inquiries for all the customers and that have been either quoted or an order has been placed for them. Based on the status, you will be able to see the inquiries. In MyQueues, you will be able to see a list of all the inquiries, all the quotes received, and all the sales orders for each of the customers. You can also see the payment dues for all the list of customers. So, for example, let's take the first one. You will be able to see the payment due, age, and all other relevant details, and the person responsible for this invoice. So, this is my queues.
Now, on selecting any one of these customers, you will be able to see the details for each of them. So now let's look at searching for a particular customer. I will pick a demo account for this case. So on selecting the customer, you will be able to see basic details like parts purchased, orders, inquiries, and addresses. Be sure to enter all the required info and then proceed into the customer view. So once you log into the customer view, this is the home page. Here, one of the basic things that you will be doing in your field trips is you will be meeting customers at their sites. So make sure once you create a profile, once you create a customer in the mobile app, make sure to add the machines very specific to that customer. So let's say you meet a customer at one of your site visits. Please make sure to choose a list of brands that are available here and add the models relevant for that individual customer. On adding, you will be able to see that a specific machine has been added for that customer. Now if you come back to the home screen, you will be able to see that the machine has been added for this customer. Now on clicking the machine, you will be able to see that all the items very specific to that machine has been filtered out. So all the offer parts which are available in the app for this machine is now visible, and you can demo this to your customers. Now the other way to do this is to go by machine model and categories. So if you see top deals and press view, so you can filter out by machine brands and categories. So you can choose your specific machine, the model, and then You can go by categories or you can go as a whole just by models. So you can go by models and then choose the categories here. You'll be able to see the list of parts specific to that model. So in case you are not able to find parts for a specific model, you can submit an inquiry. So now let's move into how you can submit an inquiry. So there's one or two ways. One is you come here directly to the inquiry tab, or you have an inquiry tab at the home, inquiry button at the home screen. So here you have the option of adding an inquiry. Now you can feel free to add attachments, videos, files and audio files. Once you've added your attachments, you can select machine which is specific for that customer, or you can choose machines here and add line items. Basically you are adding line items for the parts which you are not able to find in our offers list. So you can add any specific part you feel is not available. You can choose from the list here, and you can do a multi-select as well, and then you can say OK, and you will be able to see that two line items have been added to this inquiry. Now this inquiry is in the draft stage, and only when you press submit inquiry you will be able to submit this, and a new inquiry has been submitted, and this will be processed by the YLX and sourcing team from the backend. So this is another scenario. Let's say you are at a field visit and you meet a customer. Now the customer says he wants to buy let's say tooth points for his excavator. So you choose the right part and you add to cart, and let's say he wants to buy all of these parts online, and you also see that he wants a liner for his you know a sander liner, so you add this part as well. Now the option that we are talking about is the sales rep discount. So this is the option that is being given to each sales individual. So for every product, the team has defined an acceptable range uh, for which the sales rep discount gets auto approved for each product. So let's say for tooth points, the you want to do a price match. You could also do a volume discount, or you could acquire a new customer. So let's say in this case I want to do price match. So I will choose let's say 900 is the price that I'm asking. So I'll apply. You can see that the target price is not approved, and hence we have to send this for approval. But let's say I want a 10% on this sander liner, so I'm putting a random amount. So if I want this, so now it is within the range and hence it gets auto approved. Hence the salesperson for the second item can proceed to checkout, but for the first item has to wait for the approval from the YLX team or the sourcing team from SWP. So once an inquiry has been quoted, you will be able to see the PDF specific to that inquiry. So for example, you can see that the PDF for this tooth point sales is available. On pressing that, you will be able to see the estimate for that, and you can download or share the same to your specific customers. You also have an option of doing the online payment for the same. So once an order has been created through the app, or an estimate has been accepted and converted into an SO via the system, the orders for that particular customer will be in the my orders here, as you can see. So for each customer you will be able to see the order details for that particular SO here. So you can also track the sales order. You have the option to view the SO and also the options of paying. Payment options are available here for the sale. One of the new features that we have introduced in the home screen is the part search. So you can search search by OEM model and subcategory. Let's say you want to search for the customer is asking for a hydraulic pump for this Cobelco 20-ton machine. So the search works by identifying the OEM brand, model, category, subcategory, and then you get a list of all the parts relevant to this OEM. So you can see that the search result has listed list of parts. Now you can observe that there are OEM, OES, and aftermarket replacements for the same parts. So you can search through the result set for a specific brand, or you could also search for a specific make. So by this you can filter out the exact search result. You have two options of one adding to cart or adding to inquiry. You may proceed with any of them. So you can also search by catalog. So let's say you want to search for a specific OEM machine catalog. You can type in the OEM and the model, and you can press catalog. So it gives you the catalog which is available here. You can see that for uh, for this SK210 you have the catalog available. So let's look into a specific page. You can see that the idler assembly page has been loaded, and a list of all the parts associated to this assembly is listed below. You can demo this to your customers, and also you can add these line items to the enquiry and hence process